Alright, so first off, I wanted to apologize for not dropping a video last week. It was going to be a group stage review for the Gold Cup, but I didn't finish it in time. Apologies, but now let's get into this one. So Qatar looked to take a page out of the usmnt's handbook for this tournament, and they decided to come out swinging. And they got the jump on a surprised and unprepared Salvadorian team, and it cost them. Qatar got 2 goals in quick succession within the first 10 minutes, and for the remainder of the first half, El Salvador looked completely shell-shocked. It wasn't until the second half that they finally calmed down, regained their composure, and started to play better. But not before a super suspect penalty was awarded to Qatar at the 55th minute due to what seemed to be a handball. But despite being down 3-0, El Salvador didn't give up and instead went to work. They were able to turn things around really fast with 2 quick goals of their own in the 63rd and 66th minute, respectively, both by their player Rivas. Honestly, El Salvador pretty much dominated for the remainder of the second half. They got some good chances and 1 goal disallowed for offsides. Honestly, I think they deserved to find that late equalizer, but alas, they didn't. I honestly felt like El Salvador was robbed and Qatar made it through thanks to a questionable penalty. But that's football sometimes. While I did expect Mexico to win, I had hoped that Honduras would at least keep things interesting. Instead, they were pretty much dominated all game by Mexico, both in the first half and the second, scoring all 3 of their goals in the first half and pretty much just used the second half to give some game time to other players. Heck, even Pizarro got to see the field this time. And unlike with El Salvador, Honduras never really looked like they were capable of mounting any kind of comeback. Mexico smashed through to the semifinal 3-0. Although these two were evenly matched, Canada looked the better team, especially in that second half. But in the first half, they got the lead and their first goal at the 18th minute by Holet. Second half, Costa Rica made some changes and finally started to make some attacks, but Canada were not only able to keep them at bay, but were able to take advantage and got their second goal. It looks like they took advantage of an unfortunate bounce from a defender of Costa Rica that put the ball right in front of Estacio to slam the ball into the back of the net, and Canada beat Los Ticos 2-0. Quick reminder, guys, to please hit that like button as it does help promote the channel on YouTube and thus helps the channel grow and get noticed more. So if you are subscribed already, please make sure to do this as it really does help. And if you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. And now to the main event. And Jamaica pressured the US immediately. And it honestly caused us a few problems at the beginning of that first half. Jamaica were very aggressive, but the US did well to hold on and keep them at bay. Jamaica did have some good chances, but just weren't clinical enough. The US never looked too dangerous, with Hoppy easily being the best player on the field, trying to create something from out wide. And in defense, Robinson and Sands were rock solid, making some fantastic last-ditch tackles. And honestly, Acosta was surprisingly good in defense as well. The first half ended 0-0. The second half was a bit more of the same until we got the first 2 subs for the US, which were Roldan and Zardes for Ariola and DK respectively. Now Zardes did look much better than DK and even got a nice shot on target almost immediately. Jamaica then also started to get some good chances, but once again were simply not clinical enough and the game remained scoreless. But at the 80th minute, we almost got 2 more subs for the United States with Jao Keeney and Cannon coming on for Hoppy and Moore. But good thing that that was delayed because 2 minutes later, at the 83rd minute, it's Hoppy who gets a fantastic header to give the US the lead. And what's his reward? Well, to be subbed off anyway. Now, he did look a little tired, but not sure why you would sub off your best player with 10 minutes left, but that's Berhalter. And in stoppage time, Jamaica did have a corner kick, and Blake, their goalkeeper, tried to get on the end of a header, but instead headbutted Robinson, which of course had me worried it could have been a concussion, which would have been terrible as he was the US's best defender by far. It does seem like he will be fine, which will be great news because the US ended up winning the game and will now be facing Qatar in the semifinal. And now, real quick for my semifinal predictions. First up, it's Mexico versus Canada. Honestly, for the Canadians, Buchanan and Estacio do seem to be Canada's best players right now, but I honestly don't think it will be enough against this Mexico team. I can see Mexico beating them rather easily, 3-1. And the U.S. better beat Qatar. I mean, I'm surprised Qatar made it this far. I was honestly expecting to make an exit at the group stage, but CONCACAF are letting me down so far. So hopefully this is the end of the line for them and the US are able to make it to the final. Now, in order to do that, I really hope we see Hoppy starting again, and hopefully Robinson, again, is not really that injured from his head collision because he will be a key player for us. And also, we need to see Williamson and Buzio together in the midfield again. But now let me know who you think should start against Qatar and why. Thanks for watching. This is American Soccer United, the place where American soccer fans unite.